What's up, stock compounders? Brad here. So today I want to talk about Naval Ravikant and a talk he gave in Clubhouse recently. He was asked, investing advice basically about a certain cryptocurrency, and I really appreciated Naval's response to this question. Or I think it applies not just to cryptocurrency, but really to any investment regarding investment advice. And what I have on the screen here is a book, sort of about Naval. It's a compilation of tweets that Naval has made and talks that he's given. And I just think it's fantastic. I've been actually going through it multiple times. So check that out if you're interested, if you're inspired by what I share today around investment advice. So, Naval was asked about this cryptocurrency and what he should do about it, right? So Naval says, to the extent that you're asking for specific investment advice, nobody who's any good gives actual advice online because they know that's not how investing works. If someone tells you what to buy, they won't be there to tell you when to sell. And without any underlying explanation of why you should be buying or selling something, you're essentially just listening to an astrologer, okay? There's no reason for them to tell you what to do unless they are pumping their own holdings. You should always be suspect when someone gives you a buy signal. Now, something else Naval has said actually in this book here is that there are no get-rich-quick schemes. The get-rich-quick schemes that are sold to you is that person getting rich quick off of you. I really resonate with that. It's irresponsible to put someone into an asset where they don't understand the thing, okay? So giving someone a stock tip, right? They don't understand it. It's actually harmful financially the vast majority of the time because they're not going to know how to stay in it if that's what's required to really optimize that particular investment opportunity. They're not going to know when to sell. The volatility is just going to whip them around and they're going to make the wrong decisions at the wrong time. The problem here is that the questioner, the person who asked the investment advice around the particular crypto, the questioner is pursuing wealth creation without understanding. Okay? That's just not possible. Wealth is a byproduct of understanding. It is not a substitute for understanding. It's not something you do instead of understanding. Yes, there's always the occasional person who gets lucky, and sure enough, when they get lucky, you hear about it, right? These people who win the lottery. Winners are very loud, and losers tend to be very quiet. Okay, that's just how the world works, right? People like to boast about their achievements and, kind of shrink away when things aren't going so well. I would give up on this whole idea of trying to find investment advice from other people. You just have to figure it out for yourself. And that's also where you get paid, right? You get paid not for being right when everybody else is right, because then it's already priced in. And you don't get paid for being wrong, because then you're just wrong. You only get paid for being right when others are wrong. And that's not going to happen from online investment advice, okay? That's going to happen because you genuinely understand the situation better than most people around you. It's got to come from understanding. If you don't understand it yourself, then you have no business investing in it. So I just love, how concise Naval is here about investing advice. So much YouTube content is about somebody saying, hey, this is the next 10x stock, right? Or this is, this micro cap. It's just going to go to the moon. Or this cryptocurrency that's clearly, a fraction of a cent, it's going to go to $1 in the next year. And that just doesn't move the needle. That does not work from an investing standpoint. I'm sure some of you need to hear that. A lot of you probably don't. It's actually a good reminder for me, because it's easy to get swept up when someone has just crushed it, right? With a certain investment or a basket of investments. You want to set aside the rationality of knowing, hey, I can't just, they're not going to give me the keys to the castle here. And instead, it's easy to get swept up in that. But it's very important, it's essential to stay rational and realize investment wealth creation really comes from deep understanding and putting in the work. And, with investing, there's also a lot of psychological advantages that can be had. Just avoiding psychological mistakes. Charlie Munger talks a lot about this, obviously. So know where your edge is. The edge is not going to come from somebody giving you free advice online. Okay? Very important to understand that, especially if you're just getting started in investing. So hopefully that helps for some of you. It's a good reminder for me. And definitely hit this book up, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, one I'm going through, again, multiple times. And I'm sure I'll put out a more extensive video on my lessons learned from Naval in this book. But I just wanted to share this, very concise investment advice about not taking investment advice from people you don't know online for free. Okay. Just pretty obvious, but some of you might need to hear that. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. Take care.